Сайн байцгаана уу мандлаагч байна. За бүгдээрээ Summer Adventures гэсэн хуваарийн дагуу явагдаж байгаа 5 дугаар ангийнхаа хичээлийг үргэлжлүүлье. За 5 дугаар ангийн математикийн хичээл хамгийн сүүлд бүгдээрээ 4 дахь өдрийн хичээлийг орсон байгаа. За 4 дахь өдөрт маань day 4 3 хичээлтэй байсны хамгийн сүүлийнх буюу find equivalent fractions using area models гэсэн ийм хичээл байна. Харин data буюу 5 дахь өдөр дээр ямар ч математикийн хичээл оногдоогүй ийм өдөр байна. За тийм учраас одоо үзэх гэж байгаа энэ хичээл маань хамгийн сүүлийн хичээл байх нэ. Эхний 7 хоногт. За бүгдээрээ хичээлээ эхлүүлье. За equivalent гэдэг маань ямар утгатай вэ гэхээр зэрэг тэнцүү хэмжээтэй тэнцүү гэсэн ижил гэсэн утгатай юм байх нэ. За value буюу яг үн цэнийн хувьд адилхан эсвэл хэмжээ хэмжигдэхүүний хувьд адилханыг equivalent гэж ярина. Нэг нэгийгээ орлож байж болохоор ийм утгатнууд байгаа. За эхнийхээ асуултыг уншийе. Use the models to complete the equivalent fraction sentence. The colored pieces in each model show parts of the whole. So there анчид зарим өгнүүдийг бүгдээрээ задлж авч үзье. За сая equivalent гэдгийг ярьсан тийм үү. Тэнцүү гэсэн утгагүй байгаа. Гэхдээ тэнцүү гэхдээ бол хэмжээний хувьд байж болно. Эсвэл value буюу яг үн цэний хувьд тэнцүү байж болно. Ягаад тэгэхээр нэгийг нь нөгөөтгөр нь орлуулж болдог ийм утгагүй байгаа. За ингээд үргэлжлүүлээд харсан чинь the colored pieces гэсэн. За энэ будсан хэсгүүдийг гэж ярьж байгаа. In each model show parts of the whole. So whole гэдэг маань бол яг бүхэл, parts of the whole гэхээр зэрэг яг parts энэ үг маань дангаараа байх юм бол яг хэсгүүд гэж байгаа. Нэг бүтэн пиццаг хэдэн хэсэг болгоод хувааж болно тийм үү. Нэг өдрийг хэдэн хэсэг хэдэн parts болгоод өөр зүйлүүд хийж хувааж болно. Гэхдээ fraction гэсэн энэ бутархай тооны утгатгуун дээр ярьж байхад бүгдээрээ яг энэ parts-ууд маань бүгдээрээ ижил тэнцүү хуваагдсан ийм хэсгүүдийг ярьж байгаа. За тэрийг анхаарах хэрэгтэй. Parts эднэр маань бүгдээрээ тэнцүү хэсгүүд байх ёстой. Гэдгийг анхаараарай. Тэнцүү хэсгүүд. Ямар ч хамаагүй хоёр л хувааж ивэл боллоо гэсэн үг. Яг хоёр тэнцүү хуваагдах ёстой. Дөрвөн хэсэг гээд ямар ч хэмжээтэй дөрөв хувааж ийн гэсэн үг биш. Дөрвөн тэнцүү хэсэг гэсэн. Ийм ухтгүй явж байгаа. За ингээд энийг ойлгоцсон байхад бол яг энэ хичээл бол маш амархан хичээл байгаа. Ялангуяа зурагт үзүүлэнтэй учраас бол илүү амархан байгаа. За бүгдээрээ ингээд хичээл руугаа асуулт руугаа буцаад оръё. За бүгдээрээ яасан complete the equivalent fraction sentence гэсэн. Sentence гэсэн тооны өгүүлбэр тооныг хичээл дээр бол яг ярихаар зэрэг энийг ярьж байгаа. За хагас гэдгийг өөрөөр яаж бичих вэ? Хагас гэсэн чинь 1-ээс 2 гэсэн тийм үү? 1-ний 2 гэсэн утгатай байж байна. За гэсэн чинь яасан? 2 тэнцүү хуваагдсны зөвхөн нэг нь будагдсан байна гэсэн. За энд бол эхнийхийг ярьж байгаа. Ингээ хагас. За дараагийнх нь харсан чи яасан? Будсан хэсэг нь бол бас л адилхан хагас нь байна тийм үү? Энэ дугуйн хагас нь будагдсан. Гэхдээ яасан? Хэдэн тэнцүү хэсэг байна? 4 тэнцүү хэсэгт байна. 1 2 3 4 тэнцүү хэсэг. 4 тэнцүү хэсгээс хэдэн будагдсан байна? 1 2 нь будагдсан байна. За тийм болохоор энэ чи тэнцүү fraction-ыг ингэж бишиж бас болох нэ гэсэн. Okay. So we are talking about equivalent fractions, and whenever we read fractions for the first time, let's just go ahead, take a look at it. 6/8 badge button, or 6/8, 6/8. Many different ways you can read it. But what does that mean? That means what? Out of 8 equal parts, how many parts are we talking about? That's what it means. So 6 parts out of 8 equal parts. That's what this fraction is talking about. All right, so let's go ahead and read the question. Use the models to complete the equivalent fraction sentence. The colored pieces in each model show parts of the whole. So this idea of parts, that's your denominator. Okay, denominator shows how many equal parts. So we're talking about 8 equal parts. Okay, and out of that, how many are being shaded? That is where your numerator comes in. All right, let's go ahead, take a look at this first fraction here. It says 6/8. That means there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equal parts. That's your denominator. Out of 8 equal parts, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts are shaded or colored. That's your numerator. That's what it shows. So now let's go ahead and take a look at this second circle over here. Second one. Second one has how many equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got our denominator. Out of 4 equal parts, how many are being colored? It's 1, 2, 3. 3 parts are colored. So that's the information we are looking for. 3 out of 4 is colored. Okay. Second image here, we have 2 out of 8 colored, but looking at the first image, we have 4 equal parts. Out of 4 equal parts, there's only 1 colored, 1/4. Okay, now we have how many equal parts in each image. That's what we're looking for. First image, we're looking at 3 equal parts, but for the second image, we're looking at 12 equal parts. Now here, out of equal parts, how many are colored? That's the information we're looking for. In the first picture, we have only 1 part that's being colored. And second image, we have 2 parts that are colored. Now, we have only 1 image given, so we can take a look at it different ways. First fraction is talking about how many equal parts. It is talking about 9 equal parts. If it has 9 equal parts, sorry about that, let me erase this. If it looking at 9 equal parts, what are we looking at? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So those little squares, that's what we're looking at. Out of those little squares, how many are shaded? We have a color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 out of 9 is shaded. Okay, that's one way to look at it. Now, another way to look at it, let's go ahead. Our second fraction here has 3 as a denominator. So we should be looking at 3 equal parts. So you can see, we can break it into columns. There's 1 column, 2 columns, and 3 columns. So each column has what? 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 little squares inside. That means these 3 columns are equal parts. So we have 3 equal parts. Out of 3 equal parts, only 2 are colored. So 2 out of 3 is colored. All right, same thing. Now we're looking at 10 equal parts. This whole circle is divided into 10 equal parts. Out of 10, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is colored. 8. Okay. Now, we can picture this same image being divided into 5 equal parts. That's one way to work this problem. But we're not always going to have this picture or really nice visual given. So we need to understand something. That something comes in from the equivalent part. So in order to be equivalent or equated for each other, there should be relationship between the two given fractions. So from 10 to 5, how can we decrease, by how much can we decrease 10 in order to get 5? So 10 is 2 times more than 5, or 10 divided by, let me clean this up, 10 divided by 2 will be 5. That's one way to get number 5. But if we can get 5 by dividing 10 by 2, that same relationship should be true for the numerator as well. It needs to be true. So what does that mean? That means we also need to what? Divide 8 by 2. And that will be 4. So that missing part up there, your numerator for second fraction is 4. And we're looking at 4/5 is equal to 8/10. Okay, so we have 6 out of how many equal parts we're looking at? So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colored parts there. So out of, we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So out of total of 12, we have 6 parts that are shaded or colored. Now let's try the same method here. So if these two fractions are equal to each other, there should be one rule that is true for both. So from 6, in order to get 3, what can we do? We can, this cannot be there. Let me rewrite it here. So we have 6 over 12 equals 3 over something. We don't know that yet. So in order to find the relationship, we need to find by how much can we decrease 6 by in order to get 3. All right, so that scale comes in. When it comes to scale, we need to either multiply or divide. So from 6, we can divide that by 2 in order to get 3. If that is true, we also need to do the same for 12. So 12 needs to be divided by 2. That will be 6. And that means our missing number here is 6. So our second fraction is 3/6. All right. Now, out of total of 12, this whole circle is divided into 12 equal parts. Out of 12, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts that are shaded. Okay, and let's go ahead and do the same thing. If we have 4 12s, that's supposed to be equal to something out of 3. So in order to get from 12 to 3, it is being decreased by how many times? So 12 divided by 4 will be 3. If we can get 3 by dividing 12 by 4, then we need to do what? The same. 4 needs to be, which is now here, this 4 needs to be what? Divided by 4 as well. All right, that would be 1. And our missing number there is 1. that makes the second fraction 1/3 or 1 out of 3. Okay, so this whole rectangle or square has 8 equal parts. Out of 8, there are 2 that are colored. So if you're looking at 2/8 equals a fraction that is something over 4. So we should have a relationship that is also true for the numerator. So for the denominator, if we divide this 8 by 2, so 8 divided by 2 will give you 4. So that means we also need to what? Divide
Use
by
the model to complete
2
the
to get the numerator. So 2 divided by 2 will be 1. And that would be 1/4. Okay, here we have this whole circle is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 equal parts. So out of 9, there are 6 of them. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 out of 9 equal parts are colored. Now let's go ahead and do the same. We have 6/9. That's supposed to be equal to 2 out of something. Okay, so we have the numerators that are known. So from 6 to 2, what can we do?
Use the model
how many
to complete.
times can we decrease 6 by in order to get 2? All right, that will be what? 6 divided.
Use the model to
6 divided by 3 will be 2. So we will do the same. Divide 9 by 3. Okay, so 9 divided by 3 will be 3. So our second fraction here is 2/3. All right, now let's see. This whole circle is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 equal parts. Okay. There are total of 10 equal parts, and 8 out of 10 equal parts are colored. So let's go ahead and write it here. I have 8 tenths, and that is equal to 4 out of some number of equal parts. So we should have a rule that is true for both. 8 divided by 2 will be 4. That means that same rule should apply to the denominator. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So our second fraction is what? 4/5. Right? We have 8 equal parts. Out of 8 equal parts, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are shaded or colored. All right. So if we have 4 out of 8 equals something out of 2. Same thing, we should have a rule that works both for the denominators and the numerators. Okay, 8 divided by 4 will be 2. So that same rule also should apply
use
to
the model to
the numerator. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So our second fraction here is 1/2 or 1/2. All right. Now we have total of 10 parts, 10 equal parts. Out of 10 equal parts, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are shaded. So 4 tenths, and we have 4 tens equal something out of 5. Okay, so from 10 to 5, I can get that by dividing 10 by 2. So that same rule should also apply here. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So my answer here is, my second fraction is 2/5. All right, now we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colored parts. So 6 out of 7, 8, 9, 10. So 6 out of 10 equal parts are colored. So that means I will be looking at 6 tens equal 3 out of some parts. And whatever the rule you find for the numerator needs to be true for the denominator as well. So 6 can be divided by 2 to get 3. So that means we will divide the denominator 10 by 2 and get 5 here. So our second fraction here is 3/5. Oops, 3/5. Okay, now we have 2 shaded parts out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts. So 2/6. We have 2 over 6 equals 1 over something. Let's go ahead, find that. The same thing, whatever rule you can find for the numerator will be the same for the denominator. So from 2 to get 1, we can decrease it by twice. So 2 divided by 2 will be 1. That means 6 divided by 2 is 3. Our second fraction is 1/3. Now here we're only being asked for one fraction. So we have, let's see how many parts are we looking at. Total of 5 equal parts. How can we get total of 5 equal parts here? Let's see. Let me get rid of that. All right, so if we look at these small rectangles, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 of them. But our fraction says 5 equivalent parts. So that's not it. So if we actually look at the rows, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each row has 2 rectangles there. So they are the same size. So we have 5 equivalent parts. So if you look at the rows, 1 out of 5 rows is colored. So 1/5 is the fraction. All right, now we're looking at 1 out of something is colored. And we should be able to see this. We're not looking at these small parts. Small parts are more than one is what? Shaded or colored. But if you look at it, and it is what? Exactly 1/2 is shaded. So 1/2 can be represented as 1/2. Now here, this one is a little bit more advanced here. So we're looking at out of 4 parts. Again, so if we can look at the small rectangles, there are definitely more than 4 equal parts. So we're not looking at the small rectangles there. But however, if you look at each row has 3 rectangles. So 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. So each one of them has 3 rectangles inside, means they are the same size. So out of 4 rows, we have 3 that are shaded. So 3/4 or what? 3/4. Okay, now we have 4 parts that are shaded. Now out of that 4, let's see, this is 2 rectangles. 2, 2, 2. They are equal parts. So 4 columns that are shaded, 4 out of what? There is 1 more column, and that would make it 1 more than 4 is 5. So 4/5. Okay, now 1 out of something. So 1 out of however many the equal parts you might have is shaded. But then we're looking at 2 small parts that are shaded. So we can find out 2 out of how many is shaded. So 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 2 out of 12 is shaded. But then our fraction is 1 out of something. So we will go back and use the same method. We need to identify a relationship from 2 becoming 1. That same rule needs to be applied to the denominator. So 2 divided by what will give you 1? That is 2 divided by 2 is 1. Meaning I have to divide 12 by 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. So 1/6 is the fraction here. So here, similar problem right here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts. Matches our numerator, denominator right there. And the numerator is out of 6, we have 5 that are colored. So 5/6. Okay. All right, so we are looking at, you can use the image and you should be able to see we have a circle that can be divided into 4 equal parts this way, right? So out of 4, how many are shaded? 1. Okay, 1/4. So there are many different ways to identify, especially when you're given an image that makes it easier. Okay, so out of 4 equal parts, we have 1 part that is shaded. Okay, but if you're really truly working with equivalent fraction, that idea needs to come in with the same method that we've been using. So this image shows what? One whole circle. That whole circle has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 equal parts. 12 total. Out of 12, how many are colored? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 out of 12 is colored. But then we want to have an equivalent fraction that shows 1 out of something. So we need to identify, find the rule for 4 to become 1. That same rule needs to apply to the denominator. So for the numerator, 4 divided by 4 will be 1. That means I will divide my denominator, 12 divided by 4, and that will be 3. My fraction here is 1/3. All right, that is it. This was the last lesson in 5th grade math summer adventures plan for week 1.